Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Today's day, first of all, let's talk. It should be our first step to start the work. Okay? Lesson 2, lost spring. And it's there. Otherwise, there is no need for the chapters. But even then, we should learn because now there are the MCQ questions are there. Okay? We should know the name of the author also. Because the narrator of this chapter is the author. That's why there is the importance of this. And she is the narrator. So the part 1. Sometimes I find a rupee in the garbage. I find a rupee in the garbage. Okay? Lost spring. The title is Lost, which we have lost. Spring here. What is spring otherwise? The beautiful season, the favorite season.
Yes.
Okay? Because this season is a sign of happiness, liveliness, activeness. So the lost spring, and this chapter is associated with which is like the spring season, which is a beautiful stage of man's life, childhood period, no tension, no worry, right? The childhood period is there. That is lost spring to lost the golden period of life. How? Because all those children, keep it in mind the image and the theme of your poem 2 in your mind. What was poem 2? Slum children, poverty stricken children. So keep in mind that image of the children, and this chapter is, that means now it is associated with those children. Okay? How they are correlated? They haven't enjoyed their childhood as we people have enjoyed. Okay? No toys, no other, you can say the basic, even the amenities of life. Nothing was there with them. And we see how they were sitting, even in the part of the education also. What type of education they were getting, how they were sitting, what type of the classroom was there. So in the same manner, all those children who haven't enjoyed their childhood, they have lost the golden period of their life. That is the lost spring. Moreover, what is child labor? They have to earn money. Very small children, instead of enjoying the childhood like the common child, what the people are doing? They are doing the work in the dhabas, in factories, okay, at homes. So in this way, they lost the period of their life. That is the spring period of their life, which is childhood. Metaphor is there.
Yes,
okay, metaphor is there. So in this way, this chapter is with the slum children, poverty-stricken children, and the narrator. About the author. The narrator of the chapter is author. Who is the author? Anissa. What she has described in this chapter? She has described the exploitation of the poor children. She has described the life which they people are, these children, they are living. Okay, what type of the life is there. And moreover, what she is just describing in these chapters, two parts are there. This part is not by we people as we are making last chapter yesterday. Okay, this is the automatically it is in the text. This is part 1 about the rag picker, about the boy. I'm just telling you. First, I'm telling you about the author. She describes the exploitation of the poor children. She is just describing an acquaintance with the rag pickers. She sees them in the morning and they disappears at the afternoon, okay, or at the noon. And what type of life she sees them usually barefoot. They are just their time and space that is spending on the heaps of garbage. What they are doing in the garbage? They are scrounging. They are scrounging the gold. They are scrounging the coin. Sometimes a 10 rupee note that is just like a gold for them because they are so happy to get that. That is why all the these children barefoot in the groups, small groups, she sees them, they are coming and they're scrounging the garbage just to get anything, any 1 rupee note, any 10 rupee note, something is there. Because that is their livelihood. Only that is their livelihood. So she has described in part 1, she has described about a boy, a small boy. His name is Sahib. Okay? His name is Sahib. The full name is Sahib Alam. Alam, the whole universe. Sahibe Alam, the Lord of the whole universe. But the narrator, she says, author, she says, Sahib, he doesn't know the meaning of the meaning of his name. That if he knows the meaning of name, then he doesn't believe on that. Because Sahibe Alam, Lord of the universe. And the Lord of the universe is roaming on the heaps of garbage. And he is scrounging the garbage, just for getting the 1 coin or a 10 rupee note. Okay? That means he doesn't know about this. Now we were talking about Sahib. First we take the points about the author. Point number 1, about the author. About Sahib. About the author is clear? Who is the author? What she had described in this chapter. And she had described about the life of the rag pickers. She had described about the children and the people, those who are living in the slums. And moreover, she had described about the life of the people, those who are working in the bangle making factory. That is the part 2. That's why I'm not telling you, because author is the same. But in the second chapter, there are 2 parts. One part, there is a story of Sahib. Who is Sahib? A rag picker. In second part of the same chapter, that is a story of one man, one boy, that who is Mukesh. He is working in the factory of the bangle making. Bangle making, which city is famous? Firozabad. Firozabad is famous for the bangle making, and that is a different story. But the theme is the same. What is the theme? Child labor. What is the theme about this? Child labor, exploitation for the slum children, for the poor children. So we were talking about Sahib. Sahib's full name is Sahib Alam. Meaning is Lord of the universe. And he used to meet the author, the narrator, barefoot. One day she asked him, "Whether you want to go to school?" He said, "Yes, why not? But there is no school nearby neighborhood." Then she said, "If I open the school, then you will go." He said, "Yes, definitely." But she got embarrassed whenever she meets Sahib, because that was a false promise which was given to such children. Who bothers about their education, about the institution, and if there is no school, and who is opening that? But jokingly, kiddingly, she has asked to Sahib, if I open a school, then you want to go there? He said, "Yes, why not?" But she was feeling embarrassing whenever she meets Sahib. Okay, that is another. So we were talking about this boy. What is the past of this boy? Where he was? His family, they were living in Bangladesh. And because of the violent storms, their houses and fields, they swept in that storm. There was nothing. How they should live their livelihood, they left that place long ago. Now Sahib even, he didn't remember about that. Now they settled, then they came here and they settled in the Simapuri. What is Simapuri? That is, yesterday I told you, not yesterday, when we were doing that. We were talking about the slums. Okay, that is Simapuri. Simapuri, periphery of Delhi. Delhi की boundary पे जो है, that is periphery of Delhi, Simapuri. They settled here. When they came here, there were very few, it is a wilderness. But at that time, when this chapter was written, now that today, at the present, that is not the picture of the Simapuri. At that time, when this chapter was written, then 10,000 people, they are living in that Simapuri. What type of life was there in Simapuri, in slums? We can understand the same poem too. Okay, cramped holes, narrow lanes, huts are there, no sewerage, no drainage, no running water. Only they are having the ration card. No identity is there because that is only for the votes, for the politicians. Otherwise, they don't have any facilities or the civic amenities they are enjoying in the Simapur. This type of the life now he is living. From 1971, they shifted from Bangladesh to Simapur. Okay, from that period he is living with his family there. What type of life is there? Just we have discussed about that. Another thing is that Sahib, he was having one dream. What dream is there? He wants to be a tennis player. How he can become a tennis player? But he is very long of having the white shoes of the like a tennis player. And he used to stand at the boundary at the outside of the club, and he used to watch the rich boys. They are coming and they are playing tennis, and he watches them because he was even not allowed to enter in the garden, enter in the club. Then one day, what the author she has seen that he has worn two pairs of the two shoes, but they are mismatched. They are not matched with the same. They are not, and they are the discarded shoes of any one tennis player. But even then, Sahib was so happy that he has worn the tennis shoes. Okay, that was history. What is about him at the end of the chapter? At the end, when the author, she met him again, but she saw he has, instead of the plastic bag which he used to wear like as a rag picker, instead of that he was carrying canister, steel canister, in that there is milk. Then she came to know that now he is working at a tea stall. He is working at a tea stall. He is earning 800 rupees per month and the meals also. But there was not so much happiness and satisfaction on the face of Sahib. The reason is that now he is not the master of his own. When he was a rag picker, free mind, whether something he would be able to find or not, he doesn't bother. But now he is earning money. He is under some person. He has to do the work from morning to evening. No doubt he is earning 800 rupees, but even then he is not happy. Means that is what she wants to tell us. The state of mind of the child labor. We think that बच्चे खुश हैं, ढाबे में काम कर रहे हैं, गाने गा रहे हैं, घूम फिर रहे हैं, हम जैसे हम भी वहाँ पे हाईवे पे भी जाते हैं, ठीक है? How they are serving us, and these feelings they will not come in our mind. We just only to see how they are enjoying. They are very much happy. But the state of mind is told by the author that what is there, that satisfaction, that happiness. The author she says, I was unable to see on the face of Sahib when I saw him, and I came to know that he is earning 800 rupees per month. That is the part one about Sahib. Is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now write down. Next point. Author's meeting with Sahib. Author's meeting with Sahib. Author's meeting with Sahib, as I told you, she met him, he was barefoot, and she asked about the school, and he said, okay, I want to go to school like that. That meeting is there. Fourth point, rag picker's life. Rag picker's life, apostrophes. Ragpicker, apostrophe, rag picker's life. After S, apostrophe, comma. What is rag picker's life? They are living in Simapur. they are having the mud huts and the roof that is of the tarpaulin तरपाल, ठीक है, tarpaulin तरपाल जो होती है, और the thatched roof घास फूस की बनी हुई कच्ची, मतलब not like this, okay, thatched roofs of the tarpaulin is there, and no sewerage, no drainage, no other facilities there, and they are just earning the money and they are scrounging the garbage to get the points, and that is their main source of the livelihood for this. That is the rag pickers' life. Clear? Next point, fifth one, author's one memory. Author's one memory. There is a description of this very small boy in the text about author's one memory is there, and sometimes when we read the chapter, because that is not linked with the chapter, and sometimes it is overlooked. But now we are starting giving attention towards this very small paragraph in the text. When 1 year in the board exam, the question comes related with this Udipi incident. Udipi, that is the name of the city, yeah, town, whatever. Okay, Udipi. So the narrator, what she says, she knows about one rag picker boy. The priest boy, priest, जो होते हैं, priest boy, priest son, he was rag picker. He was fond of the shoes, but they are barefoot always, very fond of having the shoes at that time. Then the narrator, she says, now the time has been changed. She saw the same son of the priest when she went at that particular place at Odipi, that he was sitting on the chair and he was wearing the shoe, the socks, and grey colored dress. That means he is going to school. She felt so happy that now she was feeling happy that this child, he was having the wish for the shoes. Now he is well dressed, and that means he is going to school also. So very small incident is there about the Udipi. बच्चों ने ये Udipi word ही नहीं पढ़ा हुआ था chapter में, and this question comes in the board exam. Okay, from this chapter, because it is not correlated with the story. Author's one memory. ये लिख लो जरा एक बार. The author remembers. The author remembers a priest apostrophes. The author remembers a priest barefoot son, barefoot नंगे पाँव, barefoot son from a town, barefoot son from a town named Udipi. From a town named Udipi, 30 years ago. Named Udipi, 30 years ago, who longed for, L-O-N-G-E-D, desire, wish for, who longed for a pair of shoes. L-O-N-G-E-D, long. A pair of shoes. Long for a pair of shoes. Things have changed. Things have changed. Today, the priest's son is dressed in. Today, the priest's son is dressed in grey uniform, and wears socks and shoes. And wears socks and shoes. But many people like rag pickers. But many people like rag pickers still remain shoeless. Still remain shoeless. Write on left hand side questions. Question number 1. What do you know about Sahib? What do you know about Sahib? You can write about him. Small boy. Okay, full name. What's the meaning? If he knows the meaning, they want to go to school, and one dream is there. At the end, he started working at the tea stall, but he was not happy because he is not the master of his own. We can write about that. Question number 2. Why does the narrator feel embarrassed? Why does the narrator feel embarrassed? EMBARRASSED. Embarrassed. Write the answer. No doubt we know, but we should have the sentences. The narrator enquires. The narrator enquires from Sahib if he wants to go to school. If he wants to go to school, when the narrator asks him jokingly if he will join her school, jokingly if he will join her school in case she opens a school, he replies in the positive. He replies in the positive. Sahib begins to ask her repeatedly, whenever she meets, if her school is ready. Sahib begins to ask her repeatedly if her school is ready. She feels embarrassed as she is in no position to fulfill her promise.
His promise.
She made the promise.
Yes.
Next one. What is Sahib's full name? Question number 3. What is Sahib's full name? What does it mean? Does Sahib know the meaning? Answer. Sahib's full name is Sahib Alam. Sahib's full name is Sahib Alam. It means, again write in commas, Lord of the universe. Lord L capital, universe U capital. It means Lord of the universe. Sahib does not know this meaning. If he knew it, he would, comma, he would hardly believe it. If he knew it, comma, he would hardly believe it. He only roams, ROAMS, only roams the streets. He only roams the streets with other barefoot boys, picking rags. He only roams the streets, with other barefoot boys picking rags. Clear? If it comes as a 2 marks, 3 marks, we should have the sentences. Next one. Why are children seen walking barefoot in cities and villages? Why are children seen walking barefoot in cities and villages? How do they explain it? What is the real reason behind it? Take mark this question also. This is a board question. What is the real reason behind it? Answer. The narrator has seen boys. The narrator has seen boys walking barefoot. In villages, in cities and on village roads. They say that it is not because of lack of money. It is not lack of money. It is a tradition with them. It is a tradition with them to stay barefoot. Because they are in the habit, we are also in the habit to see them like this. Okay, हमारा ध्यान भी नहीं जाता, चप्पल नहीं पहनी हुई इन्होंने, शूज नहीं पहने, नंगे पैर है, हमें लगता है गरीब है, बट ये ऐसे ही घूमते होते हैं, हमारा भी माइंडसेट ऐसे ही होता है. When we see these children, we used to think, and हमें भी अजीब नहीं लगता कि ये तो बच्चे हैं, गरीब है, ये ऐसे ही है, इनके पास कहाँ होते हैं. Like that is not the lack of money. What is there? They are having one excuse. They are poverty stricken and they can live like this. Sometime one boy, he told to the narrator that my mother, I am having the pair of shoes. My mother, that she has put on the shelf. Whenever we have to go somewhere, then she gives to them. Otherwise, it's a tradition to go barefoot from one place to another. Daily routine में कि क्या जरूरत है, नंगे पैर जा रहे हैं, घूम रहे हैं. एक reason है उनके पास, because they are poor. What reason is there? They are poor. But the real reason is their poverty. To say that poverty तक लिखिए.
to stay barefoot.
क्या थी?
Stay barefoot.
Right. अच्छा. The real reason is their poverty. To say that it is a tradition, is only an attempt or an excuse or an excuse to explain away their permanent state of poverty. To explain away their permanent state of poverty. Real reason क्या है? Their poverty. Okay. Otherwise, it is an excuse. That is a tradition in we people that we are moving barefoot. Next one. What forces? Question number 5, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
What forces the rag pickers to live in Simapuri? What forces the rag pickers to live in Simapuri? That is the same in 1971. They were in Bangladesh because of the violent storms. They shifted to Simapur, okay? Because they don't have any source of the livelihood. Next one. Does Sahib have a dream? Sixth one. Does Sahib have a dream? Question mark. If yes, can he realize it? If yes, can he realize it? Answer. Sahib does have a dream. Take mark this question answer. Sahib does have a dream. I am repeating the question. Does Sahib have a dream? If yes, can he realize it? Answer is Sahib does have a dream. He wants to play tennis. He wants to play tennis. Underline his dream. He wants to play tennis. He wants to dress in white. He wants to dress in white like rich tennis players. He wants to dress in white like rich tennis players. But this dream is out of his reach. But this dream is out of his reach. He is content, satisfied. He is content to watch, content, content to watch the game standing outside the club. He is content to watch the game standing outside the club. He cannot, club. He cannot even go inside. He cannot even go inside. He is wearing white tennis shoes. He is wearing white tennis shoes. Although these are discarded shoes, of a rich boy, and have a hole in one of them. But they look odd. With his they look odd with his discolored shirt and shorts. Discolored shirt and shorts. Last one. Is Sahib happy? Shorts. Shirt and shorts. Question number 7, last one. Is Sahib happy working at the tea stall? Is Sahib happy working at the tea stall? Question mark. Explain. Now this question is starting with the helping verb. Okay. There are only two types of questions we have done in 10th standard also. One is WH question, yes. Another one is helping verb question, and we say yes or no question. So when we will see the question, if it is started with the WH word, then we will write the line of the question, or we can write with the because. And if it is starting with the helping verb, then our first answer, sometimes it is of half mark or 1 mark. Okay, and we deduct the marks. These are the instructions which I am telling you while taking the board papers. So, which answer should come here? Yes, or no? Yes, no. Okay, is Sahib happy? So, no, comma. Sahib is not happy. No, comma. Sahib is not happy working at the tea stall. Sahib is not happy working at the tea stall. Now he is not his own master. Now he is not his own master. He works and earns, EARNS, earns for the owner of the tea shop. He works and earns for the owner, OWNER, owner of the tea shop. This work seems heavier to him. This work seems heavier to him. His face has lost the carefree look. Has lost the carefree look. When he was a rag picker, comma, when he was a rag picker, comma, he was his own master. When he was a rag picker, he was his own master. He was carefree. He was carefree. The steel canister, 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 the steel canister, canister, containing milk that he carries, the steel canister containing milk that he carries from the milk booth, to the tea shop, seems heavier than the plastic bag he used to carry then. The plastic bag he used to carry then. Okay, this is our part 1. Sometimes I find a rupee in the garbage. I refer to
question 8 number FIR is in our no side is not happy working at the tea stall.
Yeah, because as he is not the आप full stop नहीं लगाना ना, एक ही sentence माना जाएगा. As he is not the master of his own. 1 mark. This is 3 marks, 2 marks. I am giving you the whole content. You see what type of question is there. If it is a 1 mark, you write the answer accordingly. Okay. At the end, we will do the practice. I give you the test. Then I'll see how you are writing 2 marks answer, 3 marks answer, 5 marks answer, 1 mark answer. Agar 3 marks answer and I am giving you 1 line only, then you will think, हमारी मैम ने तो एक सेंटेंस बताया था, 3 नंबर कौन लिखते जाते? नीरू मैम ने तो बताया नहीं. ठीक है. But my duty is to give you the whole content. This question can come as a 5 marks also. Suppose the same question is there as a 5 marks. What we will do? First we will tell about the Sahib. Who is Sahib? What he does? Okay. वही first question आ गया. Then we make the new paragraph. Then his dream and the other thing he wants to go to school. Third paragraph. At the end he is working at the tea stall and the same answer will come. Last, to sum up, we can say that the Sahib, he was living a very pathetic and sympathetic life. It becomes a 5 marks answer. One long question is there. We will do that. It will take 5 to 7 minutes. Okay? Then it will be over. Then we have already done the format of the newspaper report. The same type of the format is there. So rest of the 10 minutes we will do the report. School magazine report. Right? तो एक क्वेश्चन है जिससे आपको ये सारा क्लियर हो जाएगा. One is about the Sahib. We can write all the answers about Sahib. Everything which we have written, that is about Sahib. Who is Sahib? What do you know about the Sahib? Like this. Another one question which used to come in the board exam that I am going to give you. Then the next time we will start the second part of this chapter about the Mukesh. What type of the life the people of the Firozabad they are living, those who are working in the Bengal making factories. Start writing. Because of time, I am not waiting for that boy. He can copy from you. Okay. Describe in your own words, long question. Part 1, long question. Describe in your own words the life of the squatters. The life of the squatters. SQUATTERS. Squatters in Simapuri. Describe in your own words the life of the squatters in Simapuri. First paragraph. Those who are living there. Squat का मतलब ऐसे होता है बैठना रहना. Okay. हम कहते हैं ना कि उन्होंने वहाँ पे डेरा डाल रखा है. डेरा मीन बैठे हुए हैं वहाँ पे रह रहे हैं squatters in Simapuri. It's clear? Yes. Illegally क्या हमें भी पता है. But they are living there. हाँ illegally समझ. But it is in the notice of the people. When the people they are going at the time of the election there. ये थोड़ा कि झोंकियाँ तोड़ ताड़ के आ जाते हैं वो तो हाथ जोड़ के कहते हैं वोट देना है. How it is illegal. Simapuri is a place. Simapuri is a place on the periphery of Delhi. Simapuri is a place on the periphery of Delhi. PERIPHERY. Periphery of Delhi. It is inhabited by squatters. Squatters from where the people have come? From Bangladesh. From Bangladesh, who came here in 1971. Good. Who came here in 1971 looking for livelihood. Looking for livelihood. Then Simapuri was a wilderness. Then Simapuri was a wilderness. Wilderness, empty space, nobody was living there, wilderness. WILDERNESS, wilderness. It's still and doubt, looking for livelihood. Looking for livelihood. Then Simapuri was a wilderness. It still is a wilderness. It still is a wilderness, but it is no longer empty. But it is no longer empty. At present, we can't say that it is wilderness, okay? You see the strength of the huts there, the people they are living there. Second paragraph. एकांत खाली पड़ा था, उजाड़ था, वाइल्ड क्या होता है? वाइल्ड चलेंगे हम इस संदेश में देख के आते हैं। नहीं जाना, नहीं जाना।
इस लाइन में क्या नहीं हो? It still is a wilderness.
But it's not empty. अभी भी रहते हैं लोग, वाइल्डनेस ही है, एकांत ही है एक तरह सा, पर एम्प्टी नहीं है। 8-10 हजार लोग रहना शुरू कर दिए उन्होंने, ठीक है ना? 8-10 हजार से क्या हो जाएगा आप बताओ?
खाली है तो खाली,
खाली नहीं है,
खाली है पर खाली,
खाली है पर खाली नहीं है। समझो तो समझोगे। हाँ,
शांत है पर खाली
नहीं, शांत नहीं है, शांत मीन उजाड़ ही है। वाइल्डनेस मीन उजाड़, nobody lives there, but still it is empty. It's not empty. Empty क्यों नहीं है? Because few families they are living there. 10,000 people. आगे आप लिखोगे, ठीक है? Again I am saying this chapter when it was written, it is the news of that time, not at the present time. At present, if you want to see, you go there. 1 lakh. इससे भी ज्यादा हो शायद।
हम देखने जाएंगे ये बात क्या है?
देखा जाए तो
मतलब हम देखने जाएंगे वो क्या पूछेंगे, आप क्या बता रहे हैं? अभी थोड़ी देर पहले
कुछ भी नहीं पूछेंगे, वो सोचेंगे नेताजी आके सलाम करेंगे तुझे।
नहीं, हम इस साल जाएंगे, आप नहीं कहा?
हाँ वो तो बोर्ड
I'm
एग्जाम
just talking you. Let's go to see. Okay? You go to Delhi? गए हो कभी? अच्छा। It now, second paragraph. It now has structure of mud. It now has structures of mud. Huts बनी हुई है. Structures of mud with roofs of tin and tarpaulin. Tin and tarpaulin. TARPAULIN, tarpaulin. More than 10,000 people live here. More than 10,000 people live here. We can't change the text. Okay? What is the text? We have to write the same. We can't change it. No doubt we know, but even then we can't change the text. Live here. They are all rag pickers. They are all rag pickers. Here, they have no sewage. Here, they have no sewage, no drainage, and no drinking water. No sewage, no drainage, and no drinking water. They have lived here. They have lived here for more than 30 years. For more than 30 years without an identity, without an identity or a permit. Without an identity or a permit. But they do have ration cards. But they do have ration cards which enable them to become voters and to buy grain
राशन इंग्लिश वर्ड है ना हिंदी वर्ड है
some words we have to write this ration card ही रहेगा ठीक है नीरू ही रहेगा कुछ नाम ऐसे होते हैं कि जो रहते हैं थर्ड पैराग्राफ they live here without any facility of any kind because they can find food here and food is more important for survival than an identity. Underline this line. 1 year, this line comes as a question. Okay? So instead of writing that describing the life of the squatters in Simapuri, this line was there in the question. Again, it is with the squatters of the Simapuri. How it is. So for food, what is food? Replica. In the garbage, they are finding the gold coins. That is just like the gold for them because that is the source of their livelihood. And they said, but we have to take from the identity. If we don't have the identity, then it's okay. We only need the food and we are getting that. If they don't bother, then an identity. Here they can go to bed in the evening. Next continue. Here they can go to bed in the evening with full bellies. BELLIES. With full bellies, stomach. They left Bangladesh because their fields gave them no grain. Wherever they find food, they pitch their tents there. रेलवे स्टेशन के पास है, वहां से कभी उठा देंगे तो ये 12 सेक्टर में कोई ग्राउंड में आ जाएंगे, यहाँ से उठाएंगे तो पुष्कर वाली साइड पे आ जाएंगे. मीन्स they have to live here. Okay, no identity is there, but they are getting the food and they are just earning their livelihood. They pick rags because it provides them. They pick rags because it provides them their daily bread and a roof over their head. Even if it is a leaking roof. A roof over their head, even if it is a leaking roof. Okay, This is a noun question. About Sahib, we know two topics are there. One is about Sahib, another one about the rag pickers, what type of life they are living, right? And we should know what facilities are there. Anything? No? Should we start the report? Hanji? You have the same notebook? You have written the first one report. See the points which I given you about the report. Question number, how many marks? 5 marks? Under 2?
120 to 151.
120 to 150. Okay, first write. Now write the second type of report, school magazine report. School magazine report. Write the question, then I tell you the format. You are Abhay, Abhay, of Maharana Pratap Senior Secondary School. You are Abhay of Maharana Pratap Senior SR dot Secondary SEC dot Senior Secondary School, Jodhpur. Your school organized a blood donation camp, first letters capital, blood donation camp on the Republic Day celebrations, again first letters capital. Let's write the question. On the Republic Day celebrations, write a report for your school magazine. Write a report for your school magazine. Make the horizontal line, full page, vertical line. Don't close the box. First write in the center, make the center according to your handwriting and write in that space only. A blood donation camp. A blood donation camp. Now in the question it is only given away. Nothing is given. Okay? School magazine report, sometimes it is given in the question. Student editor, 12th A, 12th B, and the school pupil leader. Any designation is given about that. Then we will write, as we have written in the newspaper report. A reporter, I think Kiran Yadav was there. DH. Like this, newspaper's name is and the city is there. But here, now write down a reporter hyphen away. A reporter away. If something is given, a reporter, फिर हमने इतना बड़ा नहीं करना था. We will write according to the content. Now here I am having only 3 words. Okay, that's why I have written likewise. Otherwise, format is here the heading is there and here is the reporter, that is in bracket. So we will do according to the question. If there is a away, comma, 12th A, away, comma, student editor. If something is given in the question. If nothing is given, we will write only the name of the person. Okay. Now you see the format of the newspaper report. What is there? City name, then date. ठीक है, वही था ना आपका city name and date. That is the third line. But in school magazine report, you start writing with the school name. Maharana, starting from the starting point. Maharana Pratap Senior Secondary School. नहीं, continue. Maharana Pratap Senior Secondary School, Jodhpur, celebrated the Jodhpur celebrated the Republic Day. ROD capital, write in commas. We will highlight afterwards. Okay, Republic Day, ROD, we will highlight. Republic Day by organizing a, again take the full line, capital letters, blood donation camp. Blood donation camp. The camp was organized by the NSS unit organized by the NS unit of the school with the help of the district D capital, with the help of the district Red Cross ROC capital, society S capital. NSS unit of the school with the help of the district Red Cross society. It was certainly a true celebration of the day. It was certainly a true celebration of the day. The camp was inaugurated by It was certainly a true celebration of the day. Day means Republic Day. Of the day. The camp was inaugurated by the Deputy Commissioner, DOC capital, inaugurated by the Deputy Commissioner of Jodhpur. Deputy Commissioner of Jodhpur. Teachers as well as students in large number donated blood with great enthusiasm. Some of the guests also came forward for this noble cause. Some of the guests also came forward for this noble cause and donated blood. 4 doctors and 8 nurses. 4 doctors and 8 nurses worked round the clock to collect blood. More than 300 units of blood were collected. were collected. The donors were served with milk, eggs, and nourishing food. The donors were served with milk, eggs, and nourishing food after blood donation. Nourishing food after blood donation. The donors were, then the donors were, then again put were given, given certificates. The donors were, then given certificates. The DC also stressed the importance of blood donation, or we can write the DC delivered a short speech, okay, and said and told the importance of blood donation and tried to remove doubts about adverse effect of blood donation. Adverse effect of blood donation. In that report, in the road accident, we have written the new line. On the whole, it was a very hard typing. On the whole, new line. On the whole, WHOLE. On the whole, it was a very informative and a successful camp. Close the box, underline the past verbs yourself, highlight the points. अब इसमें क्या था? अबे he was as an eyewitness, he is writing the report, what he has seen. Okay, the blood donation camp that is held in school. How many people were there? How it was? By whom it was inaugurated? Who was the chief guest? And how much people they were giving, the blood donors were there? How the blood donors they were served? So as an eyewitness, Abe he is writing the report for the school magazine. First the heading is there, then the reporter is there. Where it is held, it is in school. Okay, or we can write the celebrated the Republic Day. Republic Day आ गया तो no need to yesterday, Sunday या कुछ कोई और चीज हो, it depends upon the question. Then we can write yesterday या last Sunday like this. It depends upon. Now only write the question. I want to show you the difference only. Question number 2. We will not write the report.
मैम यहाँ पे जैसे 300 यूनिट्स लिखा है तो उसको 300 लिखना चाहिए। हाँ,
300 लिखो
या पूरा स्पेलिंग।
हाँ तो उसको हाईलाइट करोगे फिगर को। 300 भी लिख सकते हो। Otherwise the language we will try to write in the words. We should avoid the figures. नहीं लिख देते हैं, कोई बात नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है, पर we should write in, लिखते नहीं, language के हिसाब से we shouldn't write. 300 should be there. Write the question. Only question. You are Rajneesh. Working for the Hindu in commas, working for the Hindu, you got an opportunity to attend a seminar on you got an opportunity to attend a seminar on, writing commas, the importance of blood donation. The importance of blood donation, organized by the All India Medical Institute, Delhi. You can write AIMS. All India Medical Institute, Delhi. AIMS, Delhi, you can write. Prepare a report on the seminar. Prepare a report on the seminar. Okay? Now this is which report?
Newspaper report.
Newspaper report. Same. The importance, instead of the blood donation camp, the importance of, write the heading, the importance of blood donation. The importance of blood donation. नहीं, only format. घबरा नहीं. मुझे भूख लगी है, मुझे चाहिए. The importance, capital में.
Yes, ma'am.
मेरा hand divert हो गया. The importance of blood donation. Second line like this. A reporter, बड़ा सा है ये. A reporter hyphen रजनीश. A reporter की जगह क्या आ जाएगा? अच्छा, रिपोर्टर ही पहले लिख रही हो आप. A reporter hyphen रजनीश, comma staff reporter, comma The Hindu, Delhi. आगे देख लो, बड़ी सी लाइन है, ब्रैकेट में आनी चाहिए. स्टाफ रिपोर्टर द हिंदू, दिल्ली. द हिंदू टी और एच भी लिख सकते हो, TH, ओके, इन शॉर्ट फॉर्म. द हिंदू TH. नाउ नेक्स्ट थर्ड लाइन, पुट द सिटी नेम, लिखो दिल्ली बड़ा सा करके, कॉलन लगा के, देन डेट, कल की डेट डाल दो. दिल्ली कॉलन दो बिंदियां लगा के बड़ा सा दिल्ली लिख के, लाइक दिस, दिल्ली, एंड दिस इज 4 Jan. Continue the same line. Yesterday, नहीं कुछ भी लिखो. Yesterday, a seminar on, write in commas, the importance of blood donation was conducted by AIMS, Delhi. Was conducted by AIMS, Delhi. Blood donation conducted by AIMS, Delhi. अब इसमें क्या आएगा? We will not write how many people were the donors were there and what was given to the donor, how much blood was collected. No, what is the importance of that is a seminar. So we will tell about the different doctors of the different areas they were there. Okay, who was the chief guest, who delivered the speech, some talks by the eminent doctors, and how the last line we have given, they have given the speeches on this, and one very short play, very short skit was shown by the nurses, by the doctors of the AIMS on the importance of the donation blood. Means we can write anything, but we should have the word limit. On the whole, it was very informative, enjoyable seminar. Clear? In this way, that is the difference between the newspaper report and the school magazine report. We will continue the thing. Okay, thank you so much.